Hello everybody, this is my partner Mubarak and Hassan. I am Habib Sha'ar. We are going to talk about the fetch, decode, execute cycle. It is a standard process describes the steps needed for processing to take place. It is called the fetch, decode, execute cycle, or something simply called the fetch, execute cycle. First of all, both of the data and the program that acts upon that data are loaded into main memory, RAM. By the operating system, the CPU is now ready to do some work.
So first of all, we're going to talk about the fetch operation. The CPU, first of all, takes the instructions from the programs and store them in the main memory, and special places are called temporary memory areas and registers. So the CPU places the address of the next item to be fetched on its address bus. Data from this address, it takes data from this address, then moves it from main memory into the CPU by traveling along another hardware path called the data bus. And this is how the fetch operation works. And now we are going to talk about the decode operation.
Now I will talk about the decode. The next step is for the CPU to make sense of the instruction it has just fetched. This process is called decode. The CPU is designed to understand a specific set of commands. These are called the instruction of the CPU. Each make of CPU has a different instruction set. The CPU decode is the instruction and prepares various areas within the chip in readiness of the next step.
And the last step of the cycle is the execution. This is the part of the cycle when data processing actually takes place. The instruction is carried out upon the data. The result of this processing is stored in yet another register. Once the execute stage is complete, the CPU sets itself up to begin another cycle, one more. Okay, so after we talked about the fetch, decode, execute cycle, we are going to talk now about the CPU and the problems and how do you solve the problems of the CPU. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the application if the applications run slowly. There are several reasons software might be running at a tether speed. You may have computer problems that involve your computer operating system or an application. Your operating system might be missing updates, or your computer doesn't have enough hard drive space. If you don't have enough hard drive space, you can scan, clean and optimize your hard drive.
The second thing that we are going to talk about using system repair software. If you have computer problems, chances are system repair software can help you to fix it. Most of these applications can repair operating system problems that lead to blue screen of death. They can also replace missing or damaged DLL files. System repair software can also free up some spaces that you need for another application, and it can optimize your computer so it can run faster.
Finally, I will talk about the application that will not install. If you're having trouble with an application not installing, it may be because your computer doesn't have enough hard drive space. If this is the case, you need to free up some space. This is one of the computer's problems that will list problematic. You can free up some hard drive space by getting rid of files and folders you don't need. This may be temporary files, the duplicate files or data for software you have installed.
To conclude, we talked about the fetch, decode, execute cycle, and we talked about some problems that happen to the CPU and how to solve it. And that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed and understand.